Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a video on the containers I'm using. The I'm doing a bunch of stuff from starting seedlings to fully growing things out, so I want to talk through how I've been thinking about it. So I'm gonna go here and show you the initially when I started seedlings. I used the Rockwell cubes from that you can see from the earlier videos. But as they started to get a little bit bigger, I started putting them into actual containers, and so the I used all kinds of containers. I had some mason jars like this that's painted with chalk paint. I'll talk about that later. And then I just used random shit I had around the house um, to give the plants a place to start to grow their roots before I found a real place for them. I'm not planning on keeping all these in these little containers. These were kind of temporary till I figured out what the hell I'm going to do with the final setup for a lot of this stuff. So this is really by necessity, but there's all kinds of stuff if you want to do this. Like these were little what the hell, what are they called? Like green machine kind of drink things that I just cut the tops off of. Got like my wife's vanilla bean syrup thing. I don't know where these came from. An old something there, something skinny. I don't even remember what that is. I used some milk cartons, just cut them up. I touched in the last video that it's important to, if you're really growing these long term, to totally cover them up and not let any light in. The light is going to encourage growth of algae, and that it's not bad for the plants. It's not going to hurt the plants, but they do take energy from the nutrients, and so you don't want that. And so what you do is you cover it up with something. In this case, like some of these mason jars, I have a lot more of these upstairs in my kitchen. I'll show this at some point. But this, I bought some chalk paint because I thought it'd be fun. I saw that on Instagram or Pinterest somewhere, and then you can like write on it what it is with chalk, and the kids are just kind of playing with that too. So that keeps the light out. In these cases, I'm planning on transporting them, so I don't really care that they might get some algae growth. It's not a long-term thing. These bins here, I talked a little bit in my past video that I'll probably bring some of these outside to use some sunlight. I might buy more. I'm not really sure yet. This area here, I want to focus on big growth, things that could use a lot of light that are going to grow big, and that's things like tomatoes, peppers, things like lettuce. From what I've read, I don't know what I'm talking about, but from what I've read, things like lettuce don't need as much light, and they're not growing fruit, so I'm gonna keep those outside for the most part. Things like basil don't need a great water hydroponic system. So in any case, I'll be using these buckets for some of that. I'm going to be using this. I showed this in my previous video. I'm going to be doing some tubes like this. I'm going to get some bigger ones. I'm doing way more thinking about how I can make this as efficient as possible and fit as many plants in here as possible without crowding each other. I'll probably need to get some more lights and think that through a little bit more of to making sure I'm getting all the lights in. But in any case, I just wanted to talk through, for the most part, how I was thinking about these containers and talk that through. And that is the goal of this video, so I think that's all I got, and I'll see you in the next one.